fair. So this will be probably the first run of this category. Let's go. I'm ready to like fail all the stress. Either two mice. The second mouse on the screen. What happened? Okay. That's crazy. Okay, let's set this all set up. Max 40. I set the R. Okay, let's go. Just try to get the right start. Might as well try to get the right start. Oh, shit. God damn. Died. Oh my god. No. No, don't beat. No. I did not beat my times. That was an invalid run. Oh my god. Come on, game. Come on, game. My god. Come on, game. Don't do this to me now. There you go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring, but eager to get back to business,
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I should have taken the splits from my 80%, but it's fine, whatever.
Stanley had now gotten himself
Not that
so far
bothered.
off the beaten path that it seemed the office had become so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had...
So I gotta remember that this is
You didn't think I
This
would
is
just
the
record, did you? What a silly,
true
slight
ending. So I
explanation
gotta
that
write
would
that
be.
down
All the
somewhere
back and forth between you and
to
me,
remind myself
all
that this
the
is true ending.
pictures we've
So
been
I am an
through,
idiot and I
all
will
turns
forget.
out I'm just a tape recording.
Where's my pen? So I don't have a pen right now? Where'd my pen
I bet
go?
that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each
Oh my
and every
God.
time you watch a movie
Damn
that
it.
turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being
Might do
an
this.
unending
I'll write it
waterfall of
here.
surprises
Any
and
percent
delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest
true
of the story.
ending. Now that should remind me
I'm sad. Look what you've
what
done.
I'm doing in
This
this
is all
category.
your fault. All of his co-workers were gone, but Stanley
There
thought
we
he
go.
couldn't
Oh my
handle
god,
the
first
pressure. What if he
freaking
had to make a
time.
decision?
Let's
What if a crucial
go.
outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's go, first try.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
So 55 again.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Stanley!
all of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office? Oh,
New content.
what does that mean? New content.
What does that mean? New content.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022
This song goes so hard,
with
oh
the
my
Stanley
god.
Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's
Do it. Go on, Stanley.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my god, game, please. Thank you.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else.
Hello, welcome to the stream.
Stanley, I have
That's annoying. Circle.
just elevators and jump.
I think that says circle lenses, but you combine the words together, am I right?
New content, and I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20
Because otherwise I'm so confused how to pronounce that properly. My bad. Okay, I got you.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
Welcome to the stream, how are you?
There's more. Very good. Yes.
Oh,
I knew there had
itu ya.
Let's see.
Maaf. Okay, I'll give you a VIP later. I should do it now.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to
There you
market
go.
for
Try
no
talking.
reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship.
There you go.
In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements.
Now I know
and
who
it's
you
hard
are.
to believe one of them
Okay.
actually says,
I was so
"Yes,
confused.
machine owners, please
Because I don't.
ignore." What
Okay.
quality assurance
Fair enough.
department signed
Come.
off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to
There
follow
you go.
these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
For people that are VIP in my
I built
channel,
up too much anticipation around the new content.
40% of
it could never have lived up to such expectations.
of everything is now on.
If you're still with me.
40% of my VIP roles already been given out to people.
And we'll
Let's
try to
go.
get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say?
No, I'm gonna finish this run regardless of how bad it is because it's gonna be an easy world record.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone.
I need to remember in the next split that I'm doing a different category, so I need to do a different stress. I need to remember that because I probably will forget with just autopilot.
Like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind
Stanley.
you of how wonderful Stanley? And over here is where I keep reviews of the
Stanley Parable.
Like this
There you
stunning
go.
triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10.
From Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how
Every
grand
game
and
ever
all-encompassing
created.
the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
it's nothing.
It's no games at all.
Not
It
even
isn't
the Stanley Parable anymore.
It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevated
There you go.
content.
So he says hour, I can push through. Trigger.
Here's
There you go.
another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Nice.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game.
9 out of 10. Did you see it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need
New content.
It
It just needed to be left alone.
to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the
Hallowed
hallowed halls
halls
of
of
beloved
beloved
video game memories.
Skip.
These were
Meow.
simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What I need to do is eventually just like committing like a few hours in a stream to do any percent. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not gonna get a good run. Like just give up after one.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this
This run is going
game to
okay.
completion. The narrator is
I don't think
obnoxious
this
and
might not be in the P.
with
I don't
his
know.
humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web. Okay, let's see what this one says. Well, the idea for the game is good. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
There you go, got it.
I'm not preachy, am
Do a
I?
messy setup, but we got it.
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always,
Ooh, I'm not-
to be honest, I had
this might
always
actually be
thought
time
the
loss.
game's dialogue as being rather terse.
Actually, no, we're fine, we're fine.
You can't
It's
know
fine,
how
it's
much
fine.
fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh, dear.
There you go.
What an awful memory to have to... What's
What's
this
one
one?
got to say?
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations
But
of what's happening. I
seagulls.
wish there was a skip button.
A skip button? Why? Well,
Well,
yes. Yes, I think you can do that.
If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely.
I wish there's a way
Not if it
that we can
means
skip
strike
this part,
as
because the
negative
next
record.
4 minutes is just me spamming a pause button.
And it's
Or a skip
always been
button.
my motto. I'd do anything for the customer. And here it is.
It's quite boring to have to do this part so often.
You see, you were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a
It is
long,
very
rambling
tedious.
monologue.
It is literally the next 4 minutes. It's just gonna be just me spamming the click button to make sure the skip,
Power of the button.
pressing left click so that the skip button goes down as quick as possible.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now I should say
You
that the
should
amount
not
of time
pick it
the
up
button
in the
has
stream
been
unless I'm
skipping
talking,
is
but
becoming longer
yeah,
and longer.
very
That
tedious.
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
You've just been frozen there.
You've just
I
been
don't know why
frozen
this is
there.
taking longer, but there. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week or 2 weeks. Oh,
Hello,
it's
you.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about it.
Do. Oh, beeping. Map. Pretty sure my beeping made it even more
But they
tedious.
didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they nagged.
I know there's a video online that someone sat through every dialogue in this part, and I think the video in total adds up to 25 minutes of dialogue. I kind of want to just watch that video because I'm actually curious to hear what he's actually saying when you don't skip the conversation. I think he talks for like 2 minutes, I think, 3 minutes of talking, endlessly talking, and then he gets into a loop. He repeats certain terms, whatever. He repeats like certain chunks of text. But I actually haven't sat down and listened to everything he says in this section. I kind of want to do that now, because I'm actually curious what he says. In each part. Click. Grass. Here's the creepy one. It's the other creepy one. And backwards. And I hit something there. That could have been faster. Okay, I'm gonna work with my angle in the corner. Now we wait for about 40 seconds when you play this kind of instrumental track telling us that we're in the desert. And then exhibition, which I need to remember to get the bucket first. So I need that for this ending. Any % shoe ending. I need to get the bucket. And then I'm gonna attempt the new routing for the fig leaves, but not do the full skip because I'm not confident in it at all.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Stanley hoped that one day he would see weather.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Nice.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So
Forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further, which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions?
Curve boost, nice.
Will cover with a full
Okay, get the bucket, get the bucket, get the bucket, get the bucket. Don't forget about the bucket.
It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is.
Get the
going to
bucket,
be.
get the
But
bucket,
let's
get
take
the
a look at
bucket,
some of
get the
features
bucket.
I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize
The reassurance
a
bucket.
interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical. That it
And the
engendered
strat here is to
sense of
climb on this.
despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much
And grab the bucket as early as possible.
I engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the
There it is.
Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill you.
There you go.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you
The slightest bit more attractive as a person.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the
Stanley Parable 2. I got the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for? Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
I need to go. I'll do it.
Calling the
I'll do it.
Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the
Oh, I'm gonna
Stanley
fail.
Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement, right? Oh goodness, Stanley, this is fairly awkward. I hate to do this, but no? You're just going to ignore my advice? Fine. No fun new content for you then. You're the one who spent money on this game. So, Stanley,
There we
what do you
go,
think?
got
Do you
it.
like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear.
Oh my god, you got
how
it.
These features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
Going to
There's
work.
definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
24 jumps left. We can do this. It's fine. Calm.
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay.
I click the figurine.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait,
Maybe that's it.
I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my features into it.
Tastefully, of course.
With respect.
With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if you can whip something up.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Meow. Got it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before
So
he
it's
found
this
the others,
one.
wherever they were.
It is at
Stanley
the red and blue doors first.
begging him to pick it up. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the
So
employee
we lounge first, just to admire it.
The lounge was sublime.
A work of art.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first
Open door on his left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Hello. Hello, Didion.
Really, I'm not.
Different category because my first run failed badly.
Difficult, but the fact is that the store. Really?
3 a.m. stream. Why are you awake? Go to bed. God damn it.
That convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to
God
convince
damn
you
it,
of this,
idiot.
but I really do want to help you, to show you something.
God damn it. Should not be awake.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting. Stanley picked up the bucket.
So it should be, this one should be bathroom,
Stanley touched the bucket tightly to his chest.
and then after that it's boxes. Yeah. So bathroom, that would sacrifice ending. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Should try this though.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Mini stands. Stanley fix.
Oh,
What about
What about?
Stanleries?
Yes.
I like
that.
Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stepping.
There we go. Got it. Oh, no, this room has to be huge. That's crazy. Just woke up from a 4-hour sleep. 4-hour sleep, rip, man. Hopefully this content is boring enough to make you want to fall asleep. Haha. But yeah, we are doing a new category that was just added today in the category extensions part of Stanley Parable, and these are basically meme runs. So I'm doing a meme run where it's called any percent true ending, and the true ending part comes with the bucket. Basically, I need to have the bucket in the epilogue when I complete the game. That's what the meme is considered. The true ending is having that bucket with us. So I'm doing the sacrifice ending, which will take the bucket over to epilogue. Off too early. Now we're gonna see a very sad animation. Slim, are you here? You wanna see the sad animation? Time for sad animation. Oh no, bucket. Bucket. Do not cry, Bucket. Do not cry. It is okay, Bucket. Good luck, Bucket. Make it to the future. So stupid. I'm not even gonna try to like save quit, try to get a short hallway. I'm just gonna run. Just gonna do the run. Oh. Yeah, I need a bucket anyway, so we're fine. I need to go here. I like how I complained about I just said I don't want to do like save quitting to get short hallways and then boom, short hallway. Thanks. Thanks, game.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the but eager to get back to business.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey. So I need to go to here. Don't tell me if I'm not picking it up. We're fine, good. I remember there's a thing in I think an alt ending. I think
came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Memory of people's names is terrible, but somebody, I think it's the JJ, I think it is. He got a thing where you don't pick up the bucket in the next 3 resets of like unlocking it. The narrator will tell you off for not picking it up.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
Nice. Let's go, love that.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible,
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some
Calming new age music.
Feeling soothed
And rejuvenated.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
There you go.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Let's try the strat, at least the first half of the strat, which is the out of bounds one. It should be straightforward, but I'm also dumb.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but would you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines just one more time. Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley. And here was a second Stan Marine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around by the red and blue doors. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then,
You did that, Stanley.
Let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Okay, time for the strat.
Okay, let's
Hopefully I don't mess up this run.
Which
Let's
of these
go.
rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Here we go. Time for gamer hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nope, run's dead. Okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore. That wasted, that 16 jumps gone.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the bathroom. It was the
Damn it.
third one. You picked it up, and then after
It's okay.
that, you had 3 of them.
I think I'm turning a bit too early.
Crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be
Ah.
surprised. After all, science.
Yeah, if I ever run this again, it's last time save. It's annoying.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a figure in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone. So
It must have happened.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it
So clearly.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate.
So this video is different based on which one's your 5th Figley. So dumb. It's mini stand 5. Takes you back, doesn't it?
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else. And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here behind the boss's office. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself,
Yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was
Exactly like. I could have jumped there, but I didn't want to try it.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment.
There's
Nothing
left to do but move forward.
into the future.
Goodbye, memory zone. No, no, no.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do
backwards.
it again from the opposite direction. See how that feels. Okay, yes, the back of the boss's office. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going, I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
I would do a strat here, jump out of bounds, but I'm kind of lazy.
Yes.
I want to get this run
love
done.
That video.
Okay, I didn't skip anything here.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one.
Good room though, a solid room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Next one.
This was our second figure. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever... This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
How badly is my chance? One jump left. Oh my god. I had one jump left. Oh yeah, okay.
The time does. Oh yes.
One jump left. No, it's fine. I don't need any more jumps at this point. The fact that I had one left. Oh, I could have like.
And before everything,
I would have had
they were sure.
12 left if I hadn't messed up the second or one of the shortcuts.
Was there something that came before you?
Run's fine. Run is okay. I don't need to jump anymore. But I can't believe how close I got to running out of jumps. I had one remaining.
Yes.
That's
I'm
insane.
remembering something now. I remember before this whole story.
Now it's time for the constant quitting and reloading the game moment.
I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each.
There you go. Yep. Okay, now it's time for the tedious part. In an epilogue, I have to go and get the bucket before continuing the epilogue. I remember that. Okay, there you go. This music just slaps. RGB Renaissance. Ah, 11 p.m. Good time of the day. And one more, I think. Should get epilogue. Get the bucket and epilogue. Remember that? Get the bucket and epilogue. Epilogue, let's go. We love that. This probably be a 41, maybe. I think it's gonna be a 41. It's not bad. As a first attempt in this new category, it's not bad. It's only, what, 4 minutes off from world record in any percent, you know, without doing the bucket stuff. And if I did all the skips properly, I could have saved another. If if I did all the skips and I got short hallways, I could save maybe in like 30-40 seconds. So it's not terrible. Pretty happy with I'm pretty at peace with this run. I think it's the best way to describe it. So after the snowstorm, I got 2 more things to look at. Then I have to go and find the bucket, which is on the right side when we spawn in. There it is. There is Mr. Bucket. It survived. This whole time it survived. Mr. Bucket. Let's go Bucket with us. And this is the true ending of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. In memory, Stanley Parable 2. There you go. Bucket. I was optimistic of the 42. Forgot the splits there like 4 minutes something. Maybe 5 minutes actually. That's the run. 43:40. That is, as far as I'm aware, that is world record in this new category. Let's go.